Hello friends, welcome to my new vlog. I hope you're having a good week. I'm wearing my Pikachu top today. I was, a few years ago, there was a Pikachu gaming convention in London and I worked at it and I liked it so much that I bought this top. So I'm glad to finally have it on again. This week, mainly what I'm doing is I'm showing you my visit to the Beth Chatto Gardens in Essex, which are stunning. Yes, if you are someone who loves gardening or even just someone who loves like Disney or pretty views or romantic imagery, you would love the Beth Chatto Gardens. It is so beautiful. I don't know a great deal about the history. There were photographs of Beth Chatto herself. From what I understand, in 1970, 1971, Beth Chatto and her husband created these gardens, and they're just like something in a movie. There's beautiful waterways, there's beautiful expanses of lawn and lovely flowers, and she also has a section about drought-tolerant plants, and I was just bedazzled. I'm not a brilliant gardener, but I do love beautiful gardens, so I had a wonderful time. So now let's head to the video. Okay, I'm finally here, and hoping it won't rain, and we'll just get in. Well, this is the first flower I've seen here. We're just at the entrance, and welcome to the Beth Chatto Gardens. One thing I would say about the Beth Chatto Gardens is it is more easily laid out for people with a car. If you are someone who doesn't have a car like me, you're taking the bus, there are not a huge number of buses to go there. And when I got off the bus, it was quite a walk to get to the gardens. I mean, it's quite a maybe 6 or 7 minutes of choofing along to get from the bus stop to the gardens, which was well worth it, but it is a little bit of a consideration. There's like maybe one bus per hour, and on my way back, actually, the bus driver went right past me, and I actually had walked to the next stop along because I was very, very early, you know. So he said no one had ever stopped at that bus stop in his entire career. So there we go. That was a first. When I went into the gardens, I was by that time really hungry, so I went straight to the cafe, which is where we're going to look next. So I've got mushroom and tarragon soup, and then vegan Victoria sponge, I don't know how that'll be, and some tea, of course, and I got bread with the soup. We'll see how it is. So here we are in the gravel garden of Beth Chatto, and I think these are drought-tolerant plants. Apparently they were grown, it was created by Beth Chatto in 1991 to 92. Sorry, that's a bit boring, that shot. And it's never watered except when they are planting new plants out. So I guess this is perhaps a garden of the future, if, you know, we have less and less water. So I'll have another look round. I find this plant rather striking looking. It's, yeah. See, I think it says Verbascum bombiciferum. Oh, I wish my garden looked like this. This is very pretty. Okay, I'll try and take a little sort of spin around the path, I think. Oh, an amazing tree over there. Oh, wow. It's just gorgeous. More lovely flowers here. I bet these are butterfly attractors, though I'm not seeing any butterflies. That tree, I mean, it seems to have no bark. I mean, it must have bark, but it's so smooth looking. I mean, it's kind of almost sci-fi looking. And then enough pink flowers, even for me. The gravel makes everything so sort of clean looking and sort of restful. Just a beautiful purple flower here. Is it an iris? It's just stunning. And then really lovely sort of purple blooms over there. I wish I knew more about gardening and about what all these things are called. Oh, I think the sun's coming out. Oh, and look at these dark leaves. They're just beautiful. One thing I'm noticing about this these sort of flowers is that they've been very carefully planted so that the tallest ones are at the back. I mean, I know that seems very basic, but obviously you need knowledge to do this. I'm absolutely dazzled by the beauty of the gardens, but I mean, I just wouldn't have any idea how to do any of this. So I mean, Beth Chatto was an amazing woman. And it's so restful seeing that beautiful expanse of gravel path. Wow. Some more lovely lush foliage over there. And then some dog roses. I think I know that one over there. And then here's just this beautiful clump of lilac flowers. And then more purple ones over there. And then I think this must be the kind of nursery where they do work, because you can't go down there. There's no public access. Even at the gate, because this is like, I think, one of the exits, there's just this amazing big plant just stuck right here. And yeah, it's just, I mean, it would be lovely to see this in every season. Maybe I'll become a member. There were loads of sort of bees and insects flying around here a minute ago, but oh yeah, you can kind of see them. I think they're having a field day here. And some lovely big clumps of grass there, and yeah, maybe I'll go on to another bit of the garden now. I don't know if you can go down to this bit, but there's a beautiful lawn, so it looks pretty even if you can't go there. And just some more nice plants. I think this vlog is going to be a lot of me saying, and some more nice plants. But it is. Oh, there's that stunning tree again. Okay. Look at this tree. It's like an old grandpa. It's just stunning. Wow. So here they're showing you all the rainfall for the last years, and I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's a very depressing picture, but these gardeners seem to be on top of it and on top of these ecological issues. Right. This is a garden with a lot of water in it. I mean, it's just breathtaking. Ah, my goodness. Here is like, this is like a sort of fantasy movie. This lawn between these two beautiful ponds. There's a duck over there, and I think he's probably got the best home in the whole country. This beautiful bank of flowers there, and then I think that's just the information visitor centre, but I think it's like a Disney movie. It's just stunning. I'll try and go up here. There's some more little ducklings over there. And there's that wooden building we just saw. I think you can walk down there, but I was just very dazzled by the garden and the water. And I came here. Oh, the rushes. I mean, I just find this so luxurious, this grass path between the two ponds. And then if you look over there, it's just an expanse of beauty. Goodness me. To me, this looks like a peace lily, but I thought peace lilies were just in pots. Maybe it's a cousin of a peace lily. And it's got a kind of feeling of the wind in the willows. If you love wind in the willows, I think you would love the Beth Chatto garden. The birds are happy. They are happy. So the path kind of snakes around here. And yeah, there's huge big leaves over there. I don't know if you can see them, but they're just, oh no, sorry, I'll try and go up to them later, but there's some enormous leaves over there. If I look here, there are these really beautiful plants, and you see that the water isn't actually that deep, but obviously it's deep enough for cultivating what they want. Oh wow, I think definitely you need to become a member here and come here multiple times a year, because it's just a feast for the soul and the eyes. There's lots of these beautiful kind of ergonomic benches to sit on. I'm too nosy to see everything to sit down, but you know, there is places to sit if you bring an older person here. And oh, there's more water over there. Every gardener should come to Beth Chatto Gardens. I mean, I know nothing about gardens, I just love beauty. But I mean, if you're someone who actually knows about horticulture, this just would be wonderful. Look at that boat. It looks idyllic. Just like a dazzling yellow colour. Oh, here. Here are some of those enormous leaves I was mentioning. They're just huge. It's, ooh, if you look at the stalk, it's a little bit scary looking. And this must be the flower or is it the fruit for the big leaf plant? I feel so ignorant here. These flowers look like little sort of brushes that you'd use to clean a bottle. In the south of France, I've seen red bottle brush flowers, but maybe this is kind of the same kind of family. So that expanse of water, it kind of comes round in a kidney shape. And then there are these, I mean, I guess they're sort of like water lilies, but they're much smaller. And they're all flowering. And then that kind of looks a bit jungly through there. And if I come over here, there are these beautiful yellow rushes. And then wonderful flowers with them. Oh, honestly. And here's the water lilies. I love water lilies. Oh, I can see a big dragonfly there. Yeah, I think in high summer this must be just stunningly beautiful with blooms, but none yet. But there are lovely flowers over there. Again, it's like being in a Disney movie. I mean, it's amazing. These sort of fiery orange plants, they're like, they kind of give you a pop of surprise, a pop of colour as you come around the corner. And if I come up here, that's where all the waterways are. And I think there's a lot more to see. There's a little bridge over there, so I think now I will head over to the bridge. And this bit besides the bridge, we've got more purple and lovely hot pink flowers. Love a pink flower. And that huge leafed plant over there, I mean, that just looks tropical. I think of me and my little planters of petunias, and you just feel so like, gosh. I mean, of course, gardening is an art, and it's a vocation, and something about which you need to be a professional, really. God bless Beth Chatto. I mean, what an achievement. This is just amazing. And here's just a little waterway into what looks like a kind of lake. Even I know these are rhododendrons, and they're just gorgeous. This bigger body of water, there doesn't seem to be so much to see here. I think maybe it's more of a home for wildlife than something to go up near to, but that's okay.
Yeah, I think she did. Maybe it's because gardening's changed. The aunt took it yellow and really nice.
So this is the silent space where they put dead matter rather than having bonfires, and they've made a bird and insect habitat. So I'll try and have a little look in here, but I've got to keep quiet. So here's a little plaque honouring the Silver Queen, Mrs. Desmond. So I guess a very devoted gardener and a friend of Beth Chatto. This is a sort of woodland area. So I'll have a little look around here. It's very, very peaceful. The bird song, which has now stopped, is really beautiful. If you were lucky enough to live near here, I mean, that would be amazing. I don't know why, but this sort of makes me feel like of Switzerland or something. It's just so restful. Some little bluebells. I wonder if this flower could be Veronica. Maybe not. I might soon run out of space, so this may be one of my last shots of the gardens, but they are stunning. There's like a kind of forest canopy, and then here are lots of just other little flowers. This is not so pretty, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. This to me truly is an English garden on a beautiful day. Even a wheelbarrow. I notice that when I'm in my own garden, even though it's awful, if I work in that garden and I pull up the weeds and I do stuff that's really basic stuff, having that fresh air, you just feel so much better. And here, just taking the time to enjoy the beauty around me, I'm also feeling very kind of refreshed. Oh, I wish everyone could come here, but then of course it wouldn't be so peaceful. What a blue colour. That's just dazzling. And then all these lovely grasses. I mean, I know they have a big team of gardeners here. I saw some of them in the cafe, but there's like not one weed. There's not one dandelion anywhere. Ah. Okay. Maybe they have a gardening club and, I should join that and learn a bit more. This is making me feel a little bit better because apparently this area is being redone because they said it had got overgrown with brambles, shrubs and some dying trees. Okay, so they're changing this. Maybe there's hope for my garden yet. It's getting a little bit more sombre now, but just another view of the two ponds, the waterways in there, and the beautiful lush lawns. This pit is another sort of rather more gravelly garden. Looks a bit more tropical, and I think this is near the shops and there's obviously like a big greenhouse there. These plants are rather delicate looking. If I turn around to here, it's just another beautiful view. It's a little stepping bridge across the two bits of water. Beautiful plants there, and more beautiful plants here. Those big leaves again. This is the stock bed garden, and there's another amazing tree there, and I'm sure that's pampas grass over there, and yeah, it's just another feast for the eyes. And apparently this stock bed garden enables them to propagate a lot more plants and is really super. You just run out of superlatives in a place like this. This is a rather pretty view here. I love this pink flower. Okay, I think maybe we are coming to the end of what there is to see. Well, this is a summer afternoon. We have a little look at the gift shop. So you can get plant advice, but between 12 and 1. That's good to know. I missed it though. And this is the nursery where you can actually buy plants. I guess this is a little alpine garden. They're just showing you what's possible. This is the view of the garden from the shop. It just looks so lush and beautiful. I like the way this tree goes around the doorway. Ah, lovely. It's a very elegant shop. Lots of cool stuff. I don't think they do fridge magnets. Lots of lovely stuff to buy. Oh, I do like that. I really like that watering can. How much is it? £20. Maybe eventually I could come back and afford it. So I'm sadly heading home after a wonderful afternoon, and I hope to come back. Some more, I think those are dog roses. I don't know, they're probably more posh than that. Anyway, I better just head off back home. Well, as you can see, the gardens were just beautiful. I add that you should go. If you get any chance of visiting Beth Chatto Gardens, you should go. As for the food in the cafe, I certainly ate all the food. I had the vegan Victoria sponge cake, and I had mushroom and tarragon soup with bread. I would say the soup was pleasant. I would say I feel that they'd heated it up from frozen. I don't feel it had been made freshly that day, but I still enjoyed it. The cake, the vegan Victoria sponge cake, was really lovely. It was delicious. I would say that I thought they would have maybe more like big salads, because they're gardeners. I thought they'd be providing big fresh salads. There used to be this cafe in Edinburgh called Helios Fountain, where they grew their own salad, vegetables and things, and it was stunning. I don't think they do that. I mean, I don't think they're a vegetable garden, so fair enough. But anyway, it was super. Well, every good outing ends up at the gift shop, and if you know my channel, you know me, then you'll know I really love fridge magnets. There were no fridge magnets at Beth Chatto. Apparently they did do them in the past, but they've recently run out and they're not planning to get more in, so that's fair enough. There were beautiful things there. I saw a lovely kind of coral coloured watering can that I would have really liked, but it was £20, and I just thought, well, do you know what? So many things needing to be done to the garden, I think I better do the big things first. So I didn't get that lovely watering can, but maybe I'll get it one day. That would be nice. Very expensive though. I should say also, if this is the first time you've ever clicked on my video, thank you very much. My name is Kate. I'm Kate Sanderson. I am an actor. I used to live in London, but for the last year I've moved to this new house in Essex, which I'm trying to do up, and I'm trying to get my YouTube channel going. So thank you very much for clicking on this video. I do a weekly vlog, and I sometimes do other things like stories and poems as well. So thank you, and I hope that you stay to the end of the video. I just got home to find that my washing machine has kind of danced out from the wall, and the cat was very upset. I looked up Google, the font of knowledge, and it said that if the laundry load is clumped onto one side of the drum, then it will make a pressure and the machine will jump out. It also mentioned something about if the transportation bolts, but this is an old machine, so it's nothing to do with the transport. Oh wow, I've got lots of washings to do, so this is, oh dear, look at that. It's like something out of Poltergeist. This has never happened, never. And I'm sure I've done bigger washes than this. Okay, well, hopefully the wash will finish, it will be okay, and I do have a domestic and general agreement that it has to be fixed if it's broken, so that's something. I'll tell you what happens. Right, here we are up in the loft. There's a bit of time left in this vlog. The washing machine now seems to have sort of calmed down, and I'm sorry for the jarring difference between Beth Chatto Gardens and the washing machine. There we are, it is what it is. It seems to be quiet now, so I shall be shoving it back in and just hoping that it was a one-off thing, because it was really really peculiar to come in and find like to find like the something so weird. Anyway, I now have a little craft item which I would like to do, and then we'll wind up the vlog. Well guys, here's my craft item. It's called a shoelace bracelet, and it's marketed from 6 years and above, so I'm really hoping that I can make a shoelace bracelet. I got this in the Natural History Museum in Colchester. They have a gift shop where they have quite a big section of it is from sort of remaindered stock from the other museums, so I have a feeling this was just a couple of pounds, so much cheaper than it normally would have been, and I will now take out the stuff and see what there is. So what we have are, like, I think you can make 4 bracelets because they've given you 4 laces. There are sort of little kind of clamps and things that you can use. I think 6-year-olds definitely, many of them would be clever enough to do this. The problem is just kind of working out what you're to do, because to me this looks quite complicated, though it looks quite a cute item when you're done. And I would have thought surely you must need pliers to sort of close up these grippy things. I think I will fankle this out and try and do one, then show you how you do it, because it's a bit weird. And I must say this does not look very clear to me. However, I shall try. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I've tried to follow the instructions that they've given me, and I've kind of ended up with this. I think my first bit was right, but then after this, the instructions do not make much sense. So now I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to look up YouTube videos on making the shoelace bracelet and see what they say. I'm determined I'm going to make a bracelet. In fact, I will eventually make them all, but I must say this is probably dead simple, but it was very hard for me to get the hang of. Hello guys, I think I've got it. I think actually you're supposed to twine 2 of these laces together so that in the end you actually have 2 bracelets rather than 4. So I'm now going to arrange my phone so that hopefully you can see overhead what I'm doing, and I shall try to make another one on camera and then put them together as you're supposed to. I mean, to me this looks a bit uneven, but I think it's more or less correct. So, well, we'll see. Okay. Okay, guys, I think I've sort of got the idea of what to do. I have a feeling that this is the kind of thing that if you do hundreds of them, it'll get neater, what you do. So here, you make a loop with a long tail behind, like this. Then you make another loop and put it in like that, and then pull it tight, like this. And then you pull that cord there to make your loop smaller. You then make another loop. You push it through here, pull it again. Oops. That's looking wrong. Okay. We'll repeat it again. Okay. Put another one in there. Okay, and another one, and I think now maybe I will pull this loop through like this to sort of close it off, and there it's not perfect, but the two bits I think go together like that. So maybe now I'll put the 2 rings on, and you know, it doesn't, I don't think this is, oh no, that bit looks better there. Okay, it looks better like that. Let me pause, put the 2 rings on the ends, and then I'll come back to you. So if you can see, guys, the 2 bits are going together like that. And I think if I put them around my wrist like this, forgive me if I'm going out of frame, it sort of looks like this. So it's you also have these kind of clamp findings, and then there's a sort of jewelry clasp that is supposed to go around there, and I think I will need to find a little pair of pliers to do that. And I will now go away and try and do that, and we'll see if I can just finish this, even inexpertly. Okay guys, here I am. I could not find my special jewellery pliers. I found these rather clumpy ones, and I have managed to open up this ring enough to put it onto the clamp. And I've also measured my wrist. Well, I'll just do it again here. So I think you don't want it to have a lot of room to sugar about. So I think if I cut off the ends to about there. Okay. Eek, this is a bit scary. Just cut them off. Whoops. Okay. Then I'm going to put one end of the clamp in like this. Okay. Then I will get my scary pliers again, and I will try to pincer them together. Woo. Okay, well that appears to have kind of worked. Okay, now I will get another one. Pincer together. Are these equals? Yes, they're equals. Okay, I'm going to pincer together this side as well. Here, okay. Oh no, sorry, right. Not quite, not quite. Okay, and clamp down. Okay, I think that's slightly escaping there, so that's not very good. Anyway, now let's I will try to I've got to attach this this to here because I've already got my ring in there. So let me try and fankle with this bit here. I don't know if you can even see this, but it's the bit that you oh my goodness, you put into there. I've just got to work out how to attach it to this clamped bit. So I will try and see if I can make that work, and then I will come back to you. Okay guys, so I've worked out that you don't open up the little this bit here. You have to put another ring on it. So I've now opened up another ring. I'm now going to close up that ring. Hopefully. No, I don't think I have done it properly actually. Let's try again. Okay. I think that... No, that's completely wrong. Oh dear. This... where are my jewellery tweezers? Okay. I closed that up, I think. Let's just try and put that on. Yeah, it works. It works. I think I was a bit chicken. I think I've made it a bit too big for myself, but still, it's okay. Okay, let's come face to face again. Okay, guys. Well, the machine has obviously finished the wash, and I'm not strong enough to push it back into the wall. And I am quite alarmed, so I will be asking them to come and look at it. I did put a lightweight anorak into the wash. Maybe that has tilted over this to one side. I don't know. I didn't really like it, and I have a lot of washings to do, which isn't very encouraging. So it seems to be okay, but very weird. Please tell me if this has ever happened to you. Okay, guys. Well, I've kind of finished my bracelet. I think look, the cord's already popped out of the bit. It was the wrong. I haven't clamped it down properly. Okay. Well, it was quite a nice try. I can repair that. It's bizarre to me that it matches my t-shirt. I think many 6-year-olds would make this. They would do the knotting bit very beautifully. Once they've got the hang of it, I think they would need a parent to help them with doing the pliers and finishing it off. But still, it's very good to practice your dexterity and to practice your jewellery making. And let's face it, I could do better than that. And it's kind of inspired me. So I could make my second bracelet, but I won't be doing it with you guys. I think you've had enough. Thank you for staying with me if you stayed to the end. I hope you have a lovely week, and I will see you on my next vlog.